Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Reata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown. I'm very excited to be with you here today on Winning Wednesday. What a beautiful morning this morning. We got a little rain last night, got a little rain the last 2 nights, and it's just been so refreshing in the mornings and cool. And what a beautiful area I get to ride in down here in Santan Valley, Arizona. And the horse that I'm riding right now, this is Indy. Indy is a middle-aged quarter horse that came to me. She actually has had quite a bit of training, as I understand, in the arena, and had some holes in her training. Certainly can be really spooky at times, and her headset was kind of low. She gets behind the bit, and there's just some things we've been working on in the arena and out here on the trail. And she didn't have much experience, as far as I know, out on the trail, and she's had a couple real big spooking experiences, but she's getting much better and getting to the point where I'm feeling much better about her safety out here and her owner's safety with her. And she's a very talented quarter horse, very athletic, and catty. And so those kind of horses can sometimes be a little reactive to certain things, but she's coming along and doing very well. I'm pleased with her progress, and she'll be finishing up her month the end of this week. And today for Winning Wednesday, first of all, I want to remind you guys to come to our Meet Eddie trail ride. We're going to do a meet and greet trail ride at Santan Regional Park in Queen Creek, Arizona. And that is going to be this Sunday, the December 19th at 8:30 a.m. We're going to meet at the main parking lot, 8:30 a.m. on December 19th, and get our horses ready. And then we're going to take off at 9 o'clock, ride for a couple hours, and get to know each other, get to know each other's horses. And also you can meet Eddie, meet me, meet Stacy. We're really excited about that trail ride. So I hope you guys can all make that trail ride. And today for Winning Wednesday, I've been reading a book this morning called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And it's about Viktor Frankl's experiences in the concentration camps during the war, and he's a Jew, and what he learned and how he found meaning in suffering. And it was just it is it's hard to contemplate what so many people have given their lives for. And so many people have suffered so much. And Viktor Frankl, his book is just incredible. I recommend that you all read it. It's one of those books that can help us find meaning in suffering. And one of the things he said in there that caught me, that really hit me to my core this morning, was that whatever we go through, whatever experiences we have, they can either be assets or liabilities to our future. And let me say that again. Whatever we go through, whatever experiences we have in our past, can either be assets or liabilities to our future. And that's so vital and so important to understand that concept. And so many times we may have done something or experienced something that causes negative emotions that we carry on throughout our life. And whether it's how we feel about someone else or how we feel about ourselves or how we feel about life in general, whatever experiences we've had, our attitude about those experiences and what we believe about those experiences will transform our future, will transform our life. And so if we have experiences that seem unfair, whether they were natural causes or caused by other people, or experiences where we made mistakes and we feel a lot of guilt for those mistakes, whatever it is that we've experienced in the past, good or bad, but I'm mostly talking about the negative experiences, or what potentially could be negative experiences. They felt negative at the time. They were negative at the time. And I mean, I went through a divorce out of some of my own, because of my own fault in some ways. And so there was a time that I went through a lot of guilt over that, and I felt a lot of guilt. And I have a tendency to be a guilt-ridden person. I feel guilty for things that I've done in the past, and I allow that to shape my future, because I hang on to that guilt and those negative emotions and those negative beliefs that we carry with us can be liabilities. They are liabilities for our future. And if you probably understand what an asset and a liability is, but in the financial terms, a liability is something you owe, something that you have to pay back, something that is a debt. And an asset is something that you own, is something that pays you. It's something that is creates a productive future because it's paying you, whether you have land or money or whatever the asset is. And so if we can look at our past experiences and realize that if we use those experiences as assets, then we can have a bright future. We certainly can. So in the instance where I went through a divorce and made some mistakes that probably led to that divorce, I can look at that and say, okay, if I used it if I looked at it negatively and felt guilt for the rest of my life over that, that would drag me down, and it would always limit what I could create in my future. But if I look at it as a learning experience, then I can actually use it as an asset in my future and create a better relationship with my current spouse, with Stacy, and a better life for us, and a more certain future, because I've learned from my mistakes and learned from the whole experience, not necessarily just my mistakes, but the whole experience in general, what to look for, what to look out for, and how to address different issues that we've experienced in the past. So for Winning Wednesday, when you're considering anything that's happened in the past, try to make those things assets, not liabilities. And when you make them assets, you create a better life for yourself. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion, and as always, stay safe in the saddle.